the young, and the restless. Welcome back to the channel, besties. Today is a beautiful, chaotic day to absolutely lose our collective minds over the latest Genoa City drama. Grab your iced coffees and strap in, because we are diving headfirst into the most unhinged plot twist of the century, and we are not holding back. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing. I am literally shaking right now. Wait, we need to talk about this now. Besties, be for real right now, because I am physically vibrating from the sheer audacity of what we just witnessed on our screens. I am filming this while running errands, literally pacing around a parking lot like a maniac, because I just had to jump on here and vent before my head actually explodes. My soul has actually left my body. I was mid-skincare when the realization hit me, and I smeared charcoal mask all over the rug. I literally had to yeet my phone across the room because I am too unwell to handle the gravity of these events. We are not just watching this show anymore, we are invested. I am personally attacked by the sheer cinematic mayhem of this storyline. Basically, we need to talk about Matt Clark. Yes, the absolute menace himself. After that entire Vegas cliff diving extravaganza, this absolute cockroach of a human is still breathing. Wait, backtrack for a second. I missed a step. Let me rewind. Remember when Sharon literally drove that car off a cliff to save Nick? The airbags went off for her and Noah, but Matt was severely injured. We all genuinely thought, okay, finally, the villain arc is over, the bad guy is incapacitated, we can breathe. But no. Oh, hold on. I should have mentioned this earlier, but he has amnesia. Genuinely. I cannot even. He is faking amnesia. He is walking around acting like he does not remember a single sinister thing he did. This man is straight up playing the ultimate psychological game, pretending his brain was wiped clean by the crash injuries. He is using this fake amnesia so that everyone lets their guard down and he can walk away a free man. I am hyperventilating right now. Send help, because how is anyone falling for this? The stakes are astronomical, and he is just strolling around Genoa City like he is a newborn deer who has never committed a crime in his life. And do not even get me started on the vibes. Why does Matt suddenly look like a soft boy in his little recovery era? I was looking at the lighting in the hospital scenes, and it was giving very much indie film redemption arc with the soft shadows and the confused blinking. I was like, no, do not fall for the aesthetic. He is manipulating us. Did I say that yet? My brain is mush. Moving on. But seriously, the way he just stares blankly when people accuse him of his past crimes is honestly so unhinged. The people of Genoa City are officially on my do not perceive list. I am so done. They're all just buying into this. They genuinely think Matt has lost his memory and has become this innocent, benevolent person. Bestie, be for real right now. This man poisoned Nick. He chained up Sharon and Noah in an abandoned gas station, and now people are just casually interacting with him like he is a quirky neighbor. My grip on reality is slipping. I am screaming into a pillow, which brings me to the absolute tragedy that is Nick Newman right now. Oh my God, my heart is breaking into a million tiny pieces. Nick is stuck in Vegas in rehab. He has to stay there to detox from the drugs that Matt basically forced on him by setting that trap. Imagine being Nick right now. You are fighting for your life, conquering your darkest demons, sweating through withdrawals in a sterile rehab room, and You find out the monster who did this to you is chilling in Genoa City, getting the benefit of the doubt. I am literally hyperventilating right now just thinking about Nick's rage. If Nick finds out his family is in danger while he is locked in a rehab facility, he is going to go nuclear. He will straight up break out of there. But he cannot, because he needs to heal. And that is the most devastating part. The psychological torture of being isolated in Vegas while your worst enemy is roaming free around your family is astronomical. Nick is completely helpless, and it is destroying me. Wait, I am glitching. Okay. Back to the main event. The real tea is that Matt is specifically targeting Victor and Nikki. Yes, the mustache and his queen. Matt is using this fake amnesia to lower their defenses. He wants them to think he is harmless so he can strike right at the heart of the Newman Empire. He knows that if he acts like a threat, Victor will crush him. So he is playing the victim. It is a high-octane psychological masterpiece of manipulation. Victor is straight up telling everyone that this man is a threat. Stay away from him. But nobody listens. I am personally offended. Since when do we ignore Victor Newman when it comes to security? The man has a private security force that could rival a small country, and people are just brushing off his warnings because Matt looks a little sad and confused. The sheer disrespect to Victor's paranoia. Victor knows it is all a fake-out, but he is surrounded by people who are suddenly too trusting, which honestly is so unhinged because why are we suddenly trusting strangers in Genoa City? The police genuinely need to step up and do their jobs. We need a full medical verification. You cannot just wake up from a car crash, blink a few times, say, "Who am I?" and the police department just accepts it and lets you wander around town. We need scans. We need tests. The police need to verify everything, but everyone needs to stay calm, which is impossible because I am physically incapable of being calm right now. I am so deep in this lore that my grip on reality is slipping. I literally looked at my barista this morning. She forgot my syrup pump, and I wondered for a split second if she was faking amnesia just to mess with me. That is how unwell I am. This situation is now my entire personality, and I am not okay. Every single time Matt is on screen, I am analyzing his micro-expressions, looking for the lie. And speaking of Nikki, can we just take a minute to talk about her wardrobe during this entire crisis? I am straight up losing my mind over the fact that she is fighting for her life against a master manipulator while wearing the most immaculate, perfectly tailored blazers I have ever seen. I was staring at her lapels in the last scene and just spiraling. Like, how does she maintain that level of aesthetic perfection when Matt Clark is breathing the same air as her? Did I say that yet? My brain is mush. Moving on. But it just adds to the absolute cinematic mayhem of it all. Nikki is trying to maintain the legacy. Victor is throwing crystal tumblers at the wall in his office because no one will listen to him, and Matt is just sitting there with his fake little innocent smile. It is giving me hives. I am genuinely breaking out in stress hives over these fictional people. And the fact that Nick has to sit in a circle in rehab, probably doing group therapy and talking about his feelings while his family is being stalked by a psychopath. Bestie, be for real right now. That is a level of psychological warfare I did not know this show was capable of. Nick is going to snap. I am calling it right now. We are going to get a full-blown Nick Newman rampage the second he gets discharged. He is going to come back to Genoa City and absolutely tear the town apart looking for Matt, manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update because there is no way this ends peacefully. Manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update because Matt's plan is not just to be free. He wants to destroy the Newmans from the inside out. He wants to isolate Victor and Nikki, make them look crazy for doubting him, and then strike when they are completely vulnerable. It is sick, it is twisted, and I am totally living for the drama, even though it is ruining my life. I am calling it the villain arc is about to go nuclear. If Matt gets anywhere near Nikki, Victor will actually end him, amnesia or no amnesia. But Matt is smart. He is playing the long game. He chose to come back to Genoa City specifically to play this twisted game of cat and mouse. He could have run anywhere, but he came back to the scene of his crimes just to rub it in their faces under the guise of a medical anomaly. And what about Sharon? She literally drove off a cliff to end this nightmare, and now it is starting all over again. The emotional damage this is causing, everyone is off the charts. I genuinely cannot handle the suspense. I need Nick to get out of rehab, march back to Genoa City, and expose this fraud before Victor takes matters into his own hands and does something that gets him arrested. We are officially in the end game of this storyline, besties. The fake amnesia trope is a classic, but Matt Clark is taking it to a level of cinematic mayhem that I was not prepared for. Keep your eyes peeled, trust no one, and definitely do not trust a man who survives a cliff dive and suddenly acts like a saint. I am physically exhausted from caring this much, but I am also completely addicted. Send help. My soul has actually left my body. And I will see you guys in the next video when I have inevitably lost the rest of my mind over this.